Alright, hey guys, what's going on? My name is Adrian, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, a channel where we talk about TV shows and movies, but mostly The Walking Dead. Today we're talking about The Walking Dead comic books, doing my monthly review for The Walking Dead comics. This month it is issue 186, titled The Powder Keg. The synopsis, I did have it here, but it's disappeared. You can look up the synopsis, it's very simple. It's basically Rick Grimes is struggling because he's been, oh by the way, spoilers, major spoilers for the comic books, and just minor spoilers for the TV show. He is kind of struggling to become this person that he needs to be, because Mercer dropped that bombshell on him last issue where he was basically saying that Rick Grimes should be the leader of the Commonwealth, and that's what Rick Grimes has been struggling with. He's been struggling to keep Dwight in check, and he's struggling to keep Michonne on his side, and it's just a very big kerfuffle of mess. And this issue was a very interesting one because we have lost a major character. Now, if you've read the issue, you will know who this major character is, and you'll know why he's dead and how he died. If you don't want to know who it is and you've not read the comics, I swear down to you now, please click off this video, because this is a very major death. Now, I'm making it out like it's not. I'm making it out like it's just a very simple, everyday death. I'm sorry for my unmade bed in the background. That's not very good of me, but back on topic. I know I'm making it sound like it's not a very big death or a very big issue. It's a very big issue and it's a very big death. So if you don't want to know who died or the situation surrounding their death, I suggest you click away from it now. I'll give you a second. You done? Go. Right, let's get into it. So, Dwight. Now, this is something that I've personally been struggling with now for a while, because Dwight is one of my favourite characters. He's been one of my favourite characters since he was introduced in issue 98. Of course, he was introduced in a very weird way. He was introduced as a bad guy when he killed Abraham. And ever since then, it's as if he was struggling to redeem himself to the community. He always felt like he needed to put himself before everybody else. His safety didn't matter. He was always up front in every battle that he was into, especially the Whisperer War. The Whisperer War was a big one for him. And we could see that he was just trying to make himself, he was trying to redeem himself for the stuff that he'd done in the past. And Mike's not currently in its favored position. There we go. So it was always as if he was trying to redeem himself, and this issue alone shows that he was completely over that. He was over it. So what I mean by that is right when we first see Dwight, he's released from jail, and the Laura, she's called Laura. Yeah, she's called Laura. She tells him that he could have got himself killed for what he did when he was trying to test the soldiers and show the community how dangerous the soldiers are. And but he doesn't. Hold on. Sorry, my screen just went all weird. Right, so Laura basically told him that he's going to get himself killed, and Dwight's just kind of shrugging it off, saying that he needs to dig deeper into the Commonwealth because something really isn't right about the whole place. And he tries to tell Rick about it, and that's when shit hits the fan. Rick talks to Michonne about what Mercer had said to him, and she also told him that Mercer is against the governor. And then that's when Rick started to think that Dwight was right maybe all this time. And, somewhere down the line, we also got to see Alexandria as well, which I think was pretty cool. Magna, Heath, and Vincent. The return of Heath. We've not seen him in a while. Same with Vincent. Magna, yeah, she's been quite a major part of this whole Commonwealth thing, but the fact she's now at Alexandria, I didn't think we were going to see her for a bit. And Dwight and Rick confront Mercer. Yeah, that was something else that I wrote down. Dwight and Rick confronted Mercer, and Mercer then explains that Pamela has to leave they have to leave a few roamers or walkers at the outside of the gates so that she can do hunting parties where she goes out, kills one. It looks like she's doing something, which got me because that's just funny. That's just funny. The fact that she needs to try and make it seem like she's doing something is just funny because we know she's not. She's just there for the dollar. And it's just all the stuff that she's been doing, and now this kind of just tips everybody over the edge, especially Rick. When he finds out what she's done and what she's been doing, try and make it look like she's doing something. I think he's just sick of it, and I think he kind of just gives up with trying to protect her. Of course, we know that doesn't end up going down very well. Dwight, Rick, and Michonne are in the apartment. This is where everything goes down. And she tells them that she thinks that they are making a mistake by planning to overthrow Pamela. Dwight obviously disagrees, and Rick agrees that they should work with Pamela to change things in the Commonwealth. But Michonne had actually invited Pamela to the apartment, knowing that she would hear what they all had to say. Pamela then tries to arrest Dwight for him trying to overthrow her, which then Dwight pulls out a gun. Dwight proceeds to say that they can all take down Pamela and make Rick the leader, and that everything would fall into place without her, adding that the people of the Commonwealth will be thankful before anything could happen. Dwight has a bullet go through the back of his head. Turns out Rick had shot him in the back of the head. Pamela thanks Rick for saving her life before leaving. That simple. Now, I'm not sure if I like that. I'm not sure a major character like Dwight deserves such a simple, pathetic, almost, like, death. I'm not sure someone like Dwight deserves a death like that. I'm not really sure what I think. I have to say I'm very confused. The fact that they've killed him in that kind of way. I really don't appreciate having one of my favourite characters die at the hands of Rick when Rick was starting to agree with him. I mean, of course, they foreshadowed it. They foreshadowed it madly back when they were in Alexandria, before the Commonwealth were even introduced. They had said that they were having like an argument, and Rick had said, well, what's one more grave? To Dwight, basically saying, you die, it's not a big loss. Whereas it is a big loss. Dwight's a very major character. Now, he might not be in the TV show anymore, but in the comics, he was thebomb.com. Like, he was one of my favourite characters, and he has been for a long time, since the end of All Out War. And like throughout all the Whisperer War and all of that, Dwight has been my favourite character without a doubt. I'm not mad that he's dead, because I feel like they had sponged everything that they could out of his character, and they did very well with his character. I'm mad that Rick had killed him when Rick was trying to protect the freaking governor of the Commonwealth, because she doesn't deserve that position, because everything she's doing is well wrong, because she thinks that she can just go out of the walls, kill one walker, have Mercer kill the rest, and make it look like she'd gone out, kill some walkers, so she had done her part. This is the kind of person that thinks that whatever you did before the apocalypse, whether you're lying or not, you say you did something, you get that job, and that judges your pay. You could walk in there and say, I was a YouTuber, and I got paid £100,000 a month. And she'd be like, Okay, you can sit in your bloody room, make videos for nobody, you get paid 100,000. It's ridiculous. All Dwight wanted was for the people. And he just wanted these people to know what it's like to be in a community where everything is fair. Now, in the real world, this wouldn't work, but in their world, it does. Everyone has a part that they need to play in order for survival. I don't think the Commonwealth would have lasted very long if Rick wouldn't have come along. And the fact that Rick has now killed Dwight to protect them kind of confuses me. And I don't really know what I think. So let's just carry on with what the rest of the issue was about. And that's like, Laura starts mourning Dwight. Rick then asks Michonne if she's happy, accusing her of causing Dwight's death by bringing Pamela to the meeting. Michonne says that he angrily tells Michonne that he will never forgive her for making him kill Dwight. This causes Michonne to snap at Rick, telling him that Dwight was unhinged and that he would have snapped at some point. She is abashed that Rick is haunted by what he did, and it saved lives by avoiding a war. Rick wonders if he really avoided a war or simply joined the wrong side of it. Very good line. I really like that last page. I'm still on Rick's side here. It was completely Michonne's fault. Rick didn't want Dwight to kill Pamela because it would have caused a war. But the only reason Dwight did what he did is because his own life was at risk. The only way he was going to get out of that situation alive was if he killed Pamela right there and then. But Rick couldn't let that happen for really obvious reasons, and he ended up getting him killed. Rick didn't want to do it, and he blames Michonne for that, and I reckon that's well within the parameters. Rick has every right to be mad at Michonne for what she did. And that makes me think, which side is she on? Which side of this war, if it gets to that, which side of this war is she actually on? It very much confuses me. So some of the trivia for this issue as well is, in the letter hacks of the previous issue, Sean revealed that there will be a shocking moment in the first 5 pages of the issue, and this revealed to be Stephanie wearing a wig. And this is the first time where Rick Grimes, since issue 123, where Rick has directly killed a named character willingly. All of this after issue 123 have been accidental or in self-defense. Now, issue 173 was, of course, towards the end of All Out War, so that's been a very long time since he's killed somebody like that. It's just crazy. Last appearance of Dwight. It is quite crazy, I do have to say. It is quite crazy. And there's also a lot of characters these days. Like a lot of characters in the comic books. It's like I don't even know where to begin sometimes, if that makes sense. Because all these characters these days are crazy. Like all these people that are residing in the Commonwealth, they're just people who are living normal daily lives, and a lot of them are named as well these days. I'm very confused on if they're going to extend upon these characters or if they're one-time characters and we're never going to see them again. But I am very excited to see where the comic books are going, but I'm also very devastated about, of course, the major character death. But I can work with it, and I hope that the story falls within its favour. So it was a good issue. It was very descriptive. It told us a lot about what we needed to know. It gave us the right amount of development, and it also gave us the right amount of tension. See, most of the issues I've been reading, I've been dreading reading them. I've been like, reading them and like taking breaks before getting to the end. Whereas this one, I was actually stuck to it, and I had to get to the end before I could stop. So that was good. So I have to say I'd give this a 7 for that reason. I'd give this a 7 out of 10 just because I did get that feeling of I couldn't put the book down. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the issue as well. If you guys like The Walking Dead and you guys are really into like listening to other people talk about The Walking Dead, then you should check out my new podcast, the Zanik Podcast. The link will be in the description to my first episode, which was with Chatterbox Reviews. We sat there for 49 minutes and talked about the Walking Dead TV show. I'm going to be doing one on the comic books at some point, but I currently don't have anyone that knows the comic books as well as I do to be able to do one on the comic books. But I am working on it, and I'm also hoping to have 50 to an hour minute episodes, 5 of them out before Christmas. So if you guys are excited, thank you very much. It's good to know someone's excited. But yeah, please go and check out the first episode and tell me what you think. I don't currently have it. I don't currently have it on like iTunes or SoundCloud. But I am thinking of uploading it to SoundCloud. If you guys would like that, then please let me know. I have the audio at the minute. I can upload it to other places, but right now it's just a YouTube exclusive on the Adrian Fair channel. So if you guys would like to go and check that out, I would be greatly appreciated. It's not doing too well at the moment. But then again, I didn't expect it to get a lot of views. It's more of a build-up thing. I'm not going to give up on it just yet. If I'm still getting the same views after 10 episodes, I might consider giving up. But no, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like or not. It's completely up to you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and please check out the Zanik Podcast.